a lot of this stuff. I always got to go back to the Great Depression time
Okay.
because that's when it was the men were either at war or they were home taking mediocre jobs trying to take care of the family, and the
Facts.
black woman was doing the best that she could with the family and doing domestic chores to help bring in money.
Mm-hmm.
Women really didn't start to work until
She said work, work,
yeah, work.
work, 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 work,
Yeah,
work. I'm sorry.
work for or and receive an equal pay
Mm-hmm.
until much later than that. And then a woman couldn't buy a house until like in the 70s, which
Yeah.
is crazy. That was crazy to me.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
it all goes back to during that time, the woman was really dependent on the man. She had no fluid income, but she was doing what she could do to help. So she
yes.
was really dependent on the man. So now, is that a form of control? No, not at that time, but we took it in years following to be a form of control. Woman, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do this. Okay, well, I'm working and you are too, but you're adding additional stuff onto me that you want me to do. And then when I'm tired and can't can't hang with the nanny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The I can't supply your sexual needs because I'm exhausted. Then you start to run around. You see, this is how we've done it. And well, my daddy used to cheat. Okay, that's your daddy. My granddaddy used to cheat. Okay,
That
why?
would be a whole different topic. That's breaking generational curses. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, if you
And when
are,
it really shouldn't have been a curse.
it should not. But I mean, some people will say that they're a product of their environment. This is what I've seen. This is what I was taught. So this is who I am.
Mm.
Now, when it comes down to it, understanding that if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, does not mean it's a chicken. So just because things you've always seen things like this does not mean that's what it is. Because
Sure.
when it comes down to it, yeah, he might have been stepping out, but all you probably was told was your daddy was a cheater. You didn't know the underlying things that was going on. For all you could have known, he could have cheated one time, but that could have been based off of the fact that he caught your mom doing something. But you didn't. She never told you that. So I mean,
Well,
there's other things. There's always their side, that side, and the truth.
yeah, because
Now,
you don't ask. You don't
exactly.
ask. You only assume. And just because they did it, you feel like this is the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And no, but it's choice. It's choice. It's doing what is right.
Everybody's got choices.
Yeah, and it's and what are you looking for?
Hmm.
And that choice is them things come back to haunt you. It
Facts.
really does. It really does. You live in a life of luxury when you are in your
Touched
30s
by the
or
divine
40s
says.
and 50s. But when
7
you start
colon
having them
42 This is a safe
grandkids
place
and
as
you
we
got
play
kids
games.
over in Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, come back up over to Louisiana, kids everywhere,
Yes.
and you ain't with none of them kids' mamas, you're not a part of them kids' lives. What you got? You're looking like you're looking at something.
I am. I am. I just realized that on TikTok, it's not. It has no audio.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So I'm not even stressing because I
Okay,
know
so you are an attentive man. Okay, all right.
I'm always paying attention to things.
Hmm.
Europe, Europe to Europe, which also means that I know how to fix this because I
Hmm.
can put this right here, and I can ultimately take this and put right here because I don't. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Do that,
Whoops. Let me see. 643.
and that will allow me to do this, so that way I can get. I got glasses on and still can't see. That's kind of bad, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Extremely, I know. It's like, how? Why? Oh my
All right.
gosh. All right, cool. There we go.
Okay. So we winding down. How long we been doing this?
being on right now.
Yeah.
Like couple minutes altogether.
Oh, is it?
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't start it right at the time that we actually started.
Mm, okay. So I got a question.
There we go. Gotcha. Yes, ma'am.
Your daughter
Mm-hmm.
turned 16, 17 years old. Or if
Not
not
there
from
yet.
before. Oh, you're right, right, right. But what, when it comes down to relationships,
Uh-oh.
how would you prepare her for relationships?
How would I prepare my daughter for relationships?
Yes, when it comes down to being in a relationship, what would you tell her to look for?
Um, Personally, I wouldn't tell her to look for. I wouldn't tell her that she needs to look for anything in particular because ultimately, the way that I conduct myself, I want her to find a man that resembles the way that I treat her.
So you will set the stage of how she should expect to be treated.
Exactly. I want
And
her.
that's
I want
based
her. I
on,
want her to have enough s- to know her self worth and understand that if this guy cannot make me feel secure, loved, and appreciated the way that my father does, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to take a step down. Because when it comes down to it, I believe that the love, the communication, those that right there should be the foundation. I'm like, the things that come after that is going to add to that relationship. I mean, a lot of people think that, oh, you need to find someone who can give you this and this and this monetary things. You need to find someone where some girls these days feel that they want to, based off of the music that they listen to. They want some things that are really don't do anything for you in a relationship at all. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm trying to watch my mouth now. You kind of called me out, little too late. But so with that, I want to be the model for the type of individual she goes for. Someone who that she feels protected. She knows that she can have open, transparent communication. She knows that if something goes wrong, she can call on that person, and that person will be there for them. I mean, ultimately, because when it comes down to marriage, I would be passing my daughter off to this individual. And if it's not someone that I trust, someone that I know to where when I pass away, they can keep her safe, protect her, and still give her the things that I cannot because I'm no longer there. You know? So I'm not going to tell her, hey, you need to find a man that does this, this, and this. Just like how we all have our gut feelings and everything, I want her to know that the person that she's with can provide to her all the things that her father could and could not.
oh, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay. So would you
But trust and
if you,
believe, if she brings some dude to the door, I'm gonna be standing there with a gun like Bad Boys and be like, "So who are you? You plan on doing what? All right, cool. You're going where? Oh, okay. What time y'all being back? Nah, nah, nah. Run that back like 3 hours. You said 7. Nah, bring her back at 4. But sir, it's 3:45. Cool. You'll have enough time to coerce right there. 15 minutes in the car. Boom. Y'all can make it around the block. That's enough time right there. Come on, hurry up. Let me stop.
you probably would.
I plead the fifth.
If you saw something in someone that she was dating a little serious about, and you saw some kind of trait, um some untruth,
Mhm.
you just curious about something, how would you handle that?
I'd bring it to her attention because, in my experience, I wish I had people bring it to my attention the things that they saw. There's a lot of individuals who enable behaviors because they don't say anything. They're like, "Oh, that's not my relationship. They do what they want to do." But there are individuals to where they might be love blind. So now with it, they're overlooking those red flags because they're focusing on the good in people. Now that's something I noticed that runs in our side. I I noticed that
On the maternal
it's
side.
yeah, I have
Hmm.
it, my sister has it, so I know that we got it from you. We see the good in people, and sometimes it will cause us to overlook the bad. And we want to believe the good so much that we allow the bad to happen until we reach a point to where now we can't take it no more. And now we seem like the bad person based off of the way that we
Mhm.
react to the
Mhm.
situation from all the stuff that's been building up that we've been dealing with for so long.
I
Now,
gave you time after time after time after time.
exactly. But the
Now
thing,
I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed. I'm at
yes.
14 decibels, and you saying I'm hysterical? No, Negro.
And then the bad part is everybody on the outside only sees how you just acted, but not all the things that
Right,
the other person did. So now you're the
right.
bad person.
So that goes back to what kind of person you are, not what kind of man you are, what kind of woman you are. Um,
Unfortunately, patient to a degree, because I mean, there's many patience can come in. Okay, you're waiting. Patience can come in. All right, cool. You did this. Patience can come in as it may look like the person's being lazy, but they're just watching. So I mean, patience has many different.
just watching.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
lazy, lazy.
No, there's individuals to where you may think that, oh, okay, he don't want to get up and go to work. No, maybe he has the day off, but you're or let me give an example. Remember when I was younger and I used to cut grass, and with it, I'd be cutting grass, I'd be sweeping and all that stuff. But then at some point, when you realize that you're the one doing the most, so then you stop doing all the extra. Now you're watching to see if the other person is going to pick up the slack of what they're supposed to be doing that you're no longer doing. So now with it, to others it may look like you're lazy, but ultimately you're watching to see if the other person is going to do what they're supposed to be doing. And it's, I mean, and unfortunately, I realized that in the past, that's how I was in relationships too. I have caused a lot of my relationships to where my partner got complacent because they got used to me doing
Everything.
covering pretty much everything. I would be cooking, I would be cleaning, I would be paying the bills. So now it's like they don't really need to do anything. And then when that happens, I eventually may get burned out. So now it's like I
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately I have this mindset if I don't do it, it won't get done, and that was bred on me because I was always stuck having to do everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm tracking with you on that.
So
I
it's
understand what you're
others may
saying.
see it as lazy when they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
But in all
yeah,
honesty, the person is being patient and watching,
yeah.
understanding how they need to move from this point forward.
You talking about that burnout? The type of person that you are,
Falls back to being a man, the responsibilities.
the type of
What is a
person,
man?
the type of person. I didn't say a man or a woman. I said the type
Uh-huh.
of person that
Well,
you
I'm just talking about a man because that's ultimately what we
Oh,
were
he was
talking
a
about, right?
talking. You and your Brooklyn accent. It comes out every once in a while. I was just talking. Okay, but that burnout, the burnout, our belief system, the type of person that you are, you can cause a person to get burned out because they're doing everything. I didn't tell you to be quiet. What is that? Oh no, you did not. Oh, when I see you, when I see you, when I lay hands on you. Oh my God. You that kind of man.
Yo, stop taking notes. Stop taking notes.
You that kind of man. Oh.
And you the kind. And you the kind.
And I forgot to bring it out. You see, you that kind where it's like, I can't take constructive criticism.
No, I can. I can. I didn't say nothing.
No, you didn't have to.
All I did was gave you. All I did was give you. Yep. So now you know. I don't even have to do nothing no more. I'm just gonna be like, you can be like,
Yeah.
oh word. I'm
Just
like,
wait till I see you. Wait till I see you. Oh my God.
I gotta give you one. I got a bunch of them.
Oh no, I don't need them.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you do.
I've been changed. I had to transform to wait it out. No, no, no.
I mean, you
Can't
ain't
do.
saying nothing. You ain't do nothing. You put one
Oh, you
finger
didn't imply. You know,
Guilty.
truthful. Listen, listen,
Yes, ma'am.
listen. I'm asking you this question, and as growing up with a young man and having a close relationship with a young adult man that you are now. It's really interesting to see what type of man you have become,
I grew up
what
a young
type of
man.
person you have become. Watching you grow over the years is like you're developing into this person.
I'm supposed to.
Tell it to others. Um, and you're right, you're supposed to. But you know, there are sometimes when both men and women, it's like, I don't know if trauma happens at a particular point in time in somebody's life. And when that trauma happens, you get stuck right there in that traumatic event and you
Yeah.
don't grow anymore. You just right there. That's your world. That's your life.
Yeah.
Um, and wherever you were when all of this happened, you're there. That's
Hmm.
all you talk about.
Yeah.
That's all you think of. You can't let go and grow. That's why I like what God did to Abraham. Pack your mess up and go. You got to go. And he left. He had to go someplace else
Oh
from his land, from his people. He took this, and this, but he had to leave that community.
yes.
He had to leave. But some of us don't leave. We physically depart, but we're still mentally there.
Hmm.
And that has a bad connotation on our belief system, what we believe. Because everywhere you go, every community you go within, every neighborhood, there's a different culture.
Facts.
That's a different culture.
Big facts.
Now you can't come up in a gated community um wanting to physically control your spouse, your mate.
I mean,
Not that
there's
you
a
should be
lot of
doing it
people that
anywhere,
try
but you know
to.
what? You can't bring that into certain cultures.
Yeah. Facts.
Can't do it. You out of place. But then you think everybody against you because y'all, you got this woman running down the street and you behind her with a broom. Come back here, I'm gonna beat you. What the heck? Where you from?
I'm from the deuce, the fuck. I'm sorry. Oh, but nah. I mean, again, there are individuals who base who they are from the way that they were brought up.
That pass.
Yes. And
Yes.
what you were just saying, when it, a lot of individuals, they oftentimes either stop growing mentally. Well, I wouldn't say stop growing. They're stuck in the traumatic experience that has happened to them, or they stop growing mentally and keep acting the age of the time that they
Yes.
were the
That
they
trauma.
feel they
Yeah.
not necessarily with trauma. At they keep reliving in that.
Mhm.
How do I say this? They have molded themselves around when they were at what they feel the highest points of their life.
Or the lowest.
Yes. So when it comes down to the traumatic experiences, they define their life based off of that. And then they'll start to envision their self worth based off of that experience. And individuals, like for example, when you have like those 60-year-old men in the club with a cane licking their lips, looking at all the young folk, in their mind, they still think that they hot
Hey,
stuff
look at his
like when they
lips. He's
was
trying to
back in
keep
high
his
school.
teeth
They
in.
still out there. They still out there thinking, "Hey, baby girl, how
He's
you
trying to
doing,
keep
baby
his
girl?"
teeth in.
So I mean, it's
Sit
like, yo,
down.
like true talk, no lie. It's like, yo, you
You
are
still
not who
thinking
you were 30 years ago, and you are not the trauma that you are holding on to. So when it comes down to being a man, you must understand that. Look, when I was a child, I did
a
childish
man will
things. When I
tell.
became a man, I put those childish things behind, and I started
Ooh,
moving
me
the way that I need to
too.
be in order to actually take care of those that are around me, whether I have children or even if it's the family, my immediate family. So, in all honesty, being a man, you need to learn how to take the circumstances that you had to go through and put that aside and be the individual that you need to be for those that you care about and also for yourself. Because in order to love somebody else, you must first love yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, you can't be anything for anybody else. So, when it comes down to it, asking, what kind of man are you? I'm the kind of man to where I'm going to do what I need to do for those that I love. I'm going to put the things that I have gone through aside and think, how can I be stronger and better to where this does not happen again? In the military, you have individuals who get NJP'd and they might get kicked out because they refuse to let go of the trauma and the things that they have gone through. They cannot get past when they fucked up. So now they're holding themselves to that, and it's causing more problems for them. But you have other individuals who may have gone through a bad situation, but they took that as a learning situation, and they went ahead and figured out what they need to do, and they excel. So are you going to be the type of man that holds yourself down because you had gone through something bad? Or are you going to be the type of man to be like, nah, that's not who I am. I can do better, and I will do better, and you elevate yourself higher? Sorry.
Oh, that was awesome. Yay. I saw something. That was awesome. That was passion. I like that. I like that.
My bad.
That was,
But yeah, so I mean,
that was
being a man is understanding that you have to overcome.
awesome.
You have to overcome. And overcoming doesn't mean that you need to hold things in. It means that you need to learn how to balance. You need to learn how to let it out so that way you can continue pushing. Because if you're holding on to all this weight trying to climb a cliff, you're not going to make it. You have to learn to let go of some of this stuff so that way you can feel lighter and your muscles have the time to breathe so you can grab onto that next stone and lift that leg to keep on climbing higher. Because in all honesty, there's so many people at the bottom who are looking up to you, literally, if you're climbing a cliff. And if you give up, what example are you setting for them? If they see that you give up, they're going to think it's okay for them to give up. And that's the reason why we have so many people out in the hoods and everything where the way that the world is and the community, I can't even the reason why we have very little community anymore amongst ourselves is because we have so many people who gave up. And giving up in our community looks like returning the return offenders back into prison. Individuals to where they go to prison, they come out and they do the same thing and go right back in. Same thing I was talking about with individuals in the military who may get NJP or get in trouble, and it's like they lose all hope.
That's
and
the
they
only
give up.
life they know. That's all they
But
know.
that's what I'm talking
That's all
about.
they want
When
to
it
know.
comes down to being a man, you must understand how to put those things to the side and keep on pressing forward to continue growing, to continue being that leader.
I agree with you. I agree with you. There comes a time when you have to establish your own identity and quit trying to be like someone else. Or don't worry about
What's up,
Mike.
Elizabeth?
Who are they? Okay.
There's people jumping in on TikTok, but nobody ever talks on TikTok, so I at least say hi to them.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, so a bunch of I'm like, when it comes down to like being live, I get to see all the people that jump in, but nobody ever talks. Like, in all honesty, I have a bot to where that I had set up to where when people would come in and when they would jump in, it'd be like, stop being a creep, and it would say their name. But I disabled that so we don't keep hearing it while we're trying to talk right now.
Okay.
But
So is Elizabeth still on?
Doesn't look like. Nope. As soon as you said that, I saw the name disappear.
Oh wow. Okay. I was gonna ask her, what does it mean to you? What kind of
Again,
man are you?
I realize that the conversations that we have, it's conversations that a lot of people don't want to talk about because it makes them reflect on themselves. So a lot of people want to talk
And
about things that are more controversial or that they can point the finger at somebody.
I'm not
We
doing
don't do
that.
that.
I'm
We don't
not
do
doing
that.
that. I'm not doing that for the simple fact is my main thing with dealing with people is mental health. Where you right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Because your mental health and your spiritual health are the most important things to me. If your spirit is right, you can overcome a whole lot of mental stuff. But if you got that spirit of decisiveness, all you want to do is cut back on folk and all of this, that, and the other. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, you got to uplift people.
Facts.
Because there's gonna come a time in your life when you're gonna need somebody to uplift you. Karma is a witch. You get what you deal out. You get what you deal out. And we need, at this point in time, we need to be dealing out goodness.
Facts.
We need to be dealing out goodness.
Touched by the divine says.
And it goes
803
right back
mommy,
to,
why you both sitting
it goes
speak.
right back to what
Touched by the
what I
divine
said.
says.
803
touched by the divine, I am watching you.
Know who you
Touched
are.
by the divine
And
says.
don't be afraid to stand up.
8:03 hello from
You
Tick590.
gotta know you can't be like Mike. You can't be like everybody else. God made Mike and God made Ike.
Mike and Ike.
Mike and Ike.
So
Okay, I'm Beauty. I ain't Mike and I ain't Ike. God made me uniquely for who I am, and I need
mhm,
to be that. Because when I start to trying to be like somebody else, I'm lying. I'm Boaz the liar,
you
lying
killing me with
ass.
that. You
It's
killing me
because I'm
with that.
lying ass. It's who I am.
You
You
killing me
got to
with
be
that, man.
truthful with yourself. If you got to, if you have an issue with something and you can't talk to that mom or that dad,
Mhm.
talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. We really need to go back to that village concept. And I'm not going to say that we so far from anything that we cannot overcome. Yes, we
Yes.
can. Yes, we can. If we want to, we can.
Facts.
We've taken away the main source of our hope. Well, I ain't gonna say we took it away. We put God to the side so that we could be that evil being.
Mhm.
I have nothing nice to say about you. I'm gonna tear you down. No, we got to build each other up.
We do. That's
We
the
got to.
community. And I feel that that's one thing that men men and women, we need to go back to that, building that community. Men,
Mhm.
we need to continue being these leaders. Yes, we are also providers, but when it comes down to it, we are leaders. We need to be able to lead the younger generations.
Mhm.
And with that, we need to learn how to be a partner.
Yes,
So when it comes down
a
to it,
friend.
leading
Mhm.
leading does not mean that you're the only one doing anything or you're the one
Nope.
that's always doing something. I'm
No,
like, it's okay to
no.
sit down and take a rest and take a break. I mean, with that, women have, I don't want to say roles, but women have things that they can do a lot better than men. And men have things that they can do a lot better than women. When we come together, that's how we are able to flourish.
You're right. You're right. That is true. And that was what I wanted to say. Um I was 30 some years old
Oh, that was
when
like a
I
year
married.
ago.
35. I was 35 when I married
Hmm.
the last
Touched
time.
by the divine
And
says.
I
8
have been
colon
divorced for
zero
7
5
years.
YU bull sitting
So
speak.
in that, between them 7 years and two children, I was fully capable of doing what it was that I needed to do.
Hmm.
So I didn't need for anyone to come into my life and rearrange my life to do. I was doing well,
Yeah.
financially well, mentally well, physically, socially, emotionally, all of that. I
All
was
that.
doing well, all that.
All that.
So what did now? A lot of people think that, okay, well, I am the head of this house now. I am the man in this house now,
Hmm.
and I need to do this, and this. My house was running fine before you came. If it wasn't, why you stopped by?
That
You should have
part.
kept going. You know what I'm saying? So we need to know, okay, what am I bringing to this family
Yep.
from both sides? Okay, so you great with finances. Well, you continue to do the finances. We sit down and we talk about this. We come up with a plan, togetherness. Okay, you good at cooking? All right, I got you. I got you. I love to cook. So I got that. I got that.
Hmm.
So that while you cooking, I can be doing homework, helping the kids.
Facts.
You got to come together. Don't expect for one person to do it all, as you said, be it the male or the female.
Hmm.
Come together as one.
And
Come together.
that's one
So
thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, and that really has a lot to do with what kind of man are you,
Hmm.
but also what kind of woman are you. Are you gonna be that woman that does everything?
I mean, we might as well go ahead and cover who are you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, like let's not just do what kind of man are you. We might as well go ahead and throw the women here. Look, we got time. Let's go ahead and knock out both because true talk, no lie. In order for us to have a partnership, we must understand what it is that the other person, what their strengths and what their weaknesses are.
Exactly.
Because, for example, in order to be a partnership, oh, hold on, babe, babe,
This need to be a reality show.
come here, come here, come here, because I wasn't sure if you could hear me. If I was, most of the time when I say
What
your
she
name,
said?
you
Why
can
you
hear me.
yelling at me? What's
Exactly.
that, Slit
She
Stitch?
can't hear you. Hold on.
She can't.
Nah, let me do this so that way she can hear you. All right, babe. When it comes down to a partnership, what is it that we always say?
If you ain't got it, I got
I want to see your beautiful face. Bow down. There you go.
it.
So
Just freaked
dramatic.
out.
I know, right?
And then
She
she
took
come
off her
down with these
shoes.
sexy eyes, these dreamy eyes. Are.
I told her that earlier. I was like, babe, I love your eyes. I was like, I can't have like if my eyes were that light brown. I was like, with as dark as I am, she was like, you're not even that dark. And she put her hand on me. She was like, ooh.
Listen,
I was like,
listen.
yeah, you're a lot lighter than me.
Listen,
But
I suffer from. I never really thought I was that light skinned. Like a lot of my family was like chocolate, so I just like assumed by being around them that I was chocolate too. Until I saw myself in a picture, I was like, "Who this light skinned heifer sitting right there?"
she's standing
Oh
next to
my
me. She's like,
God.
dang, I am light. I'm
that's
like,
me.
yeah, you this
Okay.
color.
And
Oh,
see, I'm the opposite. I thought I was light, and then I realized you're
oh.
really dark, Beauty. You're not light.
Yeah, I did. I thought it came through. My bad. I'm sorry. All right.
Are you sure that's it? I don't think that's the wrong one.
Well, I mean,
Y'all don't hear me.
no, I can hear you. I got you in my ear. What
Now
is
you can't
going?
hear me.
No, she can't. I'm about to change it
Oh.
though. I'm about to make it so she can hear you. I'm about to make it so she can hear you. 1 second. I gotta move this over to the side.
I gotta
so
go
we
pee
can
my
talk
mama
about it.
there. Hurry up.
Oh, okay, ma. All right, cool.
Ooh.
All right, say something. Oh, wrong one.
It's a beautiful morning.
You said it's a beautiful morning.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'll go outside and play.
Okay.
What
And
happened?
nothing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You take this time.
I'm not taking my
You're
time.
not. You're just figuring it out, and that's okay.
I had to do this. Speak, mama.
I'm here.
You hear?
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She
Okay.
can't hear
You
me.
know I could hear things. I
Yeah, I know. She said she could barely hear you. That's on
Oh,
my side.
is it better now?
Hold on, I'm putting you
I
on
can
there.
pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. All right, speak.
Did I cut me off?
No, I hear you.
Can
Just
you hear
use
me?
your headphones. All right, that works.
Okay.
can hear her through the headphones. That's the only way I can answer her question.
Oh.
Because your headphones are so loud, which is understandable because you couldn't hear me
Okay,
any other time
true.
because they're so loud.
All right. So with it, when it comes down to partnership, what is the saying that we say?
If you ain't got it, I got it.
All right.
If
And
you
vice
ain't
What
got
was
it, I
that?
got it.
Yes.
We got
So
it.
even
I
though
got it.
even though I can
I
cover
can't.
the
I can't hear
perspective.
her. I didn't hear her.
I
She-
guess I need to be in the microphone.
Oh.
Let me clear my throat. I'm
All
just kidding.
right.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
See, look at that showing your personality. That's what I like.
Anyways, it's,
Oh,
if he ain't got it, I got it. Then we got it.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
If
that-
he ain't
that's
got it, I
again
got
a
it because we got
partnership.
it.
That's a partnership because it's like, look, we
I like that. I'm gonna write
where
that
you're
down.
strong, I may be weak, and where you're weak, I may be strong. So with it, we balance one another out. I mean, how they say like two halves make a whole, and that's when we come together, we make a whole. We get all things done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so when it comes, the topic that we started off with was, what kind of man are you? And I ended up bringing it up that a lot of people are stuck on these gender roles. There really shouldn't be gender roles because you have women who like to work, and you have men who like to cook. So I mean, when it comes down to it, how are y'all balancing one another? It's not so much of are you a man, but what type of man are you?
Yes.
Just like how you said, Ma. And
Mhm.
with that, you need to, if you're looking for a relationship, you need to be able to find a partner who can balance you based off of the things that you have. That's all I wanted. Thanks, babe. Oh, she had to tuck my cord back in. Ooh. She trying to get some.
Bye, Anaya.
My mom said bye. Oh, God, don't yell. Don't yell.
Bye. Bye.
See? Bye.
Bye.
See, and this is the side of her that people don't see. And when I bring her on like podcasts and stuff, she be looking like Wednesday. I'm just like, babe, like be you. Don't do that.
Today is also me.
Oh my God, so dramatic. Oh, she's like, Wednesday is also me. And like walks out the room. I'm like,
Azaria.
exactly right. But
Little
that's
Zara.
when it talking about what we're talking about. I feel that it's exactly how you said. What kind of man are you? What kind of woman are you? And when it comes down to a relationship, are you in a partnership, or are you just seeing yourselves as in fulfilling a role?
Mm-hmm. And that's important in a relationship because people can tend to feel taken advantage of or
Mm-hmm.
misused or used and abused.
Yes.
Yeah, running out of time to do what they. I mean, because you know what? Nobody owns anybody.
No.
Nobody's responsible for making anybody happy. You make your own
Facts.
self happy, but you gotta have the time to be happy.
That
So
part.
you gotta have the time to be happy. If you constantly doing this, that, and the other, and you're not doing that self care, doing what you like, then
Mhm.
you're living for other people. You're not living for yourself,
And you're not
and that's not
pouring
a
back
partnership.
into yourself, and you're gonna drain yourself. How you doing, Amelia?
Exactly.
So it's
That's
it's
not a partnership.
it's not.
Mm-mm.
And unfortunately, I see a lot of relationships that are like that. They don't have a partnership. They don't even have a partner.
I wonder, what would the divorce stats be like if you know people would actually be honest in marital counseling or when people are getting married and tell them, look at here, don't, you see young folk, 20 some years old, young
Hmm.
men, the woman out working, you sitting home all day long doing nothing. And this true
Playing
story.
video games.
Exactly. But she come home and the first thing out of your mouth, what's for dinner? Y'all ain't even married. What's for dinner? Well, you been here with you all day long and you ain't feed you?
That's what
Well,
I'm
I guess
saying.
you won't get fed because I ate on the way home. But no,
Preach.
that's see but really, sometimes that's what you need to do
Yeah.
because you didn't marry your mother.
Nope.
You're not in a relationship with your mother.
Yeah.
And if that's what your mother did for you, and I guess sometimes we enable men, we enable them.
But I mean, men enable women too. It goes both ways.
Yes, it does.
Because, like I
But
was
we
saying,
do
I
it
was
more
like,
than y'all than
I have enabled women to get complacent and not do anything. I
mm.
mean, I've gotten it to where they may not want to pursue a job, a higher paying job or position because of the fact that they know that I'm paying everything.
Maybe they just don't want to put up with the bull too. Just a lot of jump on a job.
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, if something were to happen to me, how are things going to get handled?
That's true. That's looking ahead. That's looking ahead. That's looking out for your partner. That's so
So, I
true.
mean,
That
yeah,
is
I
so
can
true.
handle everything right now, but if I'm out here burning myself out and I end up overlooking something because I'm so tired from doing
Hmm.
so much, and then let's
Hmm.
say I
That's true.
overlook something and step on a nail, and now I've got to go get surgery, and I'm out for so long and I'm not getting paid for it. How are things going to get paid if you're only making $500 a month?
That's true. But that
So
comes down to maybe you know what? That's ambition. That's
again,
ambition.
again, one, you need to have boundaries. Two, you need to have that communication. You need to learn how to have crucial conversations.
And people
Ooh,
need to stop lying.
yeah.
People need to stop lying. We say one thing when we dating, and then when you get married, it's something totally different. Folk need to quit lying.
And I mean, even with that part right there. Now we getting a little off topic, but
Yeah.
when it comes to that, it's like, yo, be who you are, and if what you want changes,
Know
let
who
it be
you are.
known.
Yes. Know who you are, and live who you are.
Hmm.
Because you and I hope I'm not saying this wrong. You
You
can
are.
marry up or you can marry down. You can marry outside of your culture,
Hmm.
your kind. However your kind. Since we talking about what kind of
Your
man are you,
kind.
you can marry outside of your type, the type of person and who you are, and find someone that's really ambitious and you're not. Someone that don't mind eating um a foreign food, but you do. But you have so much control in that relationship until you don't want to do those things that you used to do because you lied. You wanted to be a part of this person's life. Maybe you infatuated. I don't know, but long story short is you lied. And
You
now there is some,
lie.
you lied to me, baby. So, and then it becomes a division in the relationship. And I don't know. Long story short, again, I just wonder how many less divorces we would have if different conversations were had
Hmm.
from adults and from the two of you together. I really do, because it seems that, we could, divorces could have been, um, mm, we could have had a lot more marriages make it.
Yeah.
We could have a lot more marriages make it if people had been honest, or people had listened, or if you weren't in a lust mode and you really could see what was going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So now that we winding down, you know how I like to end it. Gratitude and what you learned.
I'm grateful for having this conversation with you. Um, because it helped me to see where you are in life, um, where your focus is, how you think. I'm grateful for that. I guess
Now
I'm
you,
always grateful for
now
that.
you get to see how messed up I am in the head.
Um, you're not messed up in the head. You're a very wise young man. You're wise beyond your age.
That is true.
Um, and that's encouraging and motivation. You're a strong man. You're a strong black man. Now, do you know who you are? You're getting into yourself.
Oh yeah,
I hear you saying something.
unapologetically.
Yeah, I hear you saying some things, and I know, I see some things that I hope that I get to fully experience before I leave this earth. Um,
Why would
he
you
said, "What am I
say
grateful
that?
for, and what am I stop it? What am I grateful for, and what is what? What did I learn?
Yeah,
I
gratitude
learned
and
that
what you learned.
I learned that I won't say I learned it, but you've said it a couple times. It's maybe I am learning. There is awareness of the evilness in this world, where nobody wants to face their problems face on to
Hmm.
bring about a change. They will rather see the plank in your eye than to move it out of their own eye.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
facts.
So I've learned that that's real. That's so real right now. That is so real. I knew that, but to hear it coming from you, and to hear it again, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. So I learned that. So what'd you learn? And what are you grateful for?
I am grateful to have this crucial conversation, especially with the woman that I look up to so much. And with it, what I learned is that there really is no what is a man. It is what kind of man.
What type? Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
what kind of man? Oh, I like that name. Pray with me. Big up. Um so in all honesty, it's making me readjust my mindset, the way that I look at other people. Now I have my big bro, Mr. Impossible. He always says, he's like, you can never judge someone based off of where they are spiritually at this moment, because we all grow spiritually differently. Where you are may not be where they are, and where they are may be further than where you are, or maybe behind you. But everybody walks this path differently. And when it comes down to it, yes, I may be young, but yet wise beyond my years. And I might see someone who's older than me who may be not as wise as me. That does not make that person less of a man, does not make that person less of a woman. That just
Yes,
means
sugar.
that they may have started growing and looking at life differently. Their perspective changed at a different time than mine did. They may not have gone through some things that I have gone through, or maybe they've gone through things that I've gone through at a later date, or even before the time that I did, to put them to where they are currently. And with that, it makes it to where now I really want to talk to more people, because of the fact that everybody can teach you something. And one thing about us being human beings is we're we are supposed to connect with one another.
Yes.
When we're not connecting with others, that's when we start to go through a lot of insanity and turmoils in our life. Things
Hmm.
that could have been avoided because that knowledge could have been passed on to us by someone older than us or possibly someone younger than us, maybe someone the same age as us. But due to the fact that we judge them because they're not where we are, or we think that they're,
They're
excuse me,
not like our kind.
yeah, like Kendrick Lamar said, they not like us.
Yeah.
Now we're missing out on that knowledge, those skills, and those blessings.
Mm.
So I learned today that all men are men.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be, as they say in the military, it would be who of you to take what you know, put it aside, and grasp their minds, their knowledge. Because
Learn,
even if you think that they are not where you are, I guarantee you the things that you don't know, they might.
You might not be where they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're so focused on judging the book by its cover rather than actually reading the pages.
Yes. Yes. We all have a story. I think that's how we need to live our life too. We all have a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are. Our likeness is we're a book. We're all in this book. We just have a different chapter, but we're all in this book.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't judge it by its cover,
No.
but by the contents of its
Its
character.
character.
That's the kind of man you got to be.
Yes.
That's the kind of man you got to be.
Yes.
We didn't plan that, but that's it. Character.
Facts on facts.
Yes, character.
But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end this because that was good. Oh, by the way, we've been on for like an hour and 8 minutes. However, I didn't actually start hitting record till probably like 20 minutes later, almost about 30 minutes later, because we're about to hit 50 minutes now on the record. So we missed like the first. But I mean, you think about it, we was like bull sitting for like the first 20 minutes, so we didn't like get straight on the topic. So we're good. But let me go ahead and roll this out. Looking for truth, transformation, and a little divine inspiration? Then you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome to Divine Time, the podcast where real talk meets real growth. I'm your host, Donley Divine, bringing you raw conversations, spiritual insight, and soul-shifting stories that light you up from the inside out. New episodes drop 4 times as strong. We don't say week over here, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you never have to wait long for your next breakthrough. If you're feeling the vibe, follow the show, like the content, share the energy, and subscribe so you never miss a divine moment. Tap the link, join the tribe, and help us spread the light, one episode at a time. This is your time. This is Divine Time.